There is a new play caller for the New York Jets. His name is Todd Downing. He has done this before. He was the play caller for the Raiders back with Jack Del Rio when they moved on from Bill Musgrave, when Derek Carr was a young quarterback in Oakland. He was the play caller for a couple of seasons as well in Tennessee. He took over. He was the quarterback coach after Arthur Smith went to Atlanta to be head coach of the Falcons. So he was a play caller there for Ryan Tannehill under Mike Vrabel. He's been an assistant in a lot of places. Minnesota native. He's been here with the Jets for a couple of years, and he now is taking over. It is fascinating to me that this game is in primetime. This isn't a game in which you're giving Jeff Ulbrich and Todd Downing and Aaron Rodgers a 1 o'clock Eastern audience to 20% of America. I mean, it's the Bills who would probably get a pretty big audience. I don't know how that would lay out if you threw it in there with the CBS schedule.
Yeah.
But this game could be overshadowed in many markets by Washington and Baltimore. That's the big CBS game this week. That's the Nance and Romo game this week. Whatever Aaron Rodgers and the Jets and a new head coach do, it's going to be the lead story in all likelihood come Sunday night, come Monday morning, and at all the screaming head shows during the week. But this is in prime time. This is Buck and Aikman. This is Lisa asking good questions post-game. This is, hey, Troy, what do you think of this mess? I mean, Troy can't say anything on Monday night. Go back and look at the Chiefs and the Saints this past Monday night without it becoming a story. So what do you think of this mess? Hey, Troy, how was that meeting with you and Joe and Lisa and that entire crew with Aaron when you had the production meeting late in the week on Saturday, usually for the Monday games? How'd that go? Yeah. What was it like with Jeff Ulbrich? Did you talk to Nathaniel Hackett? Who'd you talk to on the field before the game? Was Woody there? It takes on a different life. Now, in the grand scheme of things, it's just one game. Right? Jets have to win. They're 2-3. It's one game. It also takes away from the what's going on in the Bills offense. Josh Allen was 9 of 30. They clearly miss Khalil Shakir. There is also an issue of how did you get back in the game so quickly when it looked as if you were kind of sort of knocked out? Now, I don't know that for certain, but we all saw Josh Allen hit the field hard. It didn't look good. Just the visual on TV, you went, oof, he's out. We're always told in this business, especially as the broadcaster in the booth calling the game for whatever platform, don't speculate. You don't know. You don't know. You're not down there on the field. There is nothing more infuriating than the Twitter doctors, some of whom used to work for teams and now try to make a name for themselves on Twitter, going, I know what that is. He's concussed. Or I know what that is. That is an ACL sprain with possible MCL damage, and you have to check the PCL as well. They're going to do this. You don't know. You're not, like, really? Really? Like, you're not examining the patient.
Yeah, Drew, because
right?
Twitter brings all the experts
out
who don't know
I don't care if you've been a doctor for another team. Like, you don't know. You can't be sitting there in your basement and watch your big screen and diagnose. Now, I do grant that you know a heck of a lot, you being any of these people, a heck of a lot more than the average football fan crushing beers and getting angry on their fantasy team. I get it, but you're not actually there examining the patient. So, getting back to Josh Allen, I hope he's okay, and I hope there are no ill effects or long-term effects. It looked uncomfortable. How about that? And he had his worst game, kind of sort of ever, 9 for 30. Now, that could have been the story this week. How does Sean McDermott, I don't want to say fix the offense, because it had been humming a couple of weeks ago. We say Josh is the MVP. He still should be in that conversation. And it's, we don't need a number one. You silly Stephon Diggs revisionist history folk. We don't need a number one. We have Khalil Shakir. We have a couple of tight ends. We have James Cook now as a big threat. We throw the ball around the yard. Everyone's happy. Everything is awesome. Right?
Right.
But now, all of a sudden, he goes 9 for 30 in Houston. They lose, and
everything ain't awesome.
Everything ain't awesome. The Texans survive without Nico Collins. You couldn't survive without Khalil Shakir. Yes, I just did sing the song from the Lego movie.
Great movie.
Loved it.
Fantastic movie.
Never saw
It's
it.
about Legos, but it's also about government control of your life and socialism as well, and big business.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.